What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another live stream video. The truth is here tonight, guys. We're gonna really be talking about a lot of good topics tonight, woke family. First and foremost, we're gonna address the H3H3 podcast and their beef with Fresh and Fit and Album Preach. And after that, I'm gonna give you my thoughts and my opinions, and we're gonna get into more interesting videos. So let's start off with this video, and then from there we'll move forward. Let's get it, guys.
The mouthwash. So I was like, oh, okay, where's the mouthwash?
Would you be down?
Stop! Do you notice it? Do you see it now? Do you see it?
No.
Whenever it's a black person, whenever it's a black person, whenever it's a
You're too stupid to understand.
Okay, today's topic.
ABBA and Preach, these guys are idiots. Andrew Tate is banned. Censorship will backfire. No, it won't. Oh my God, dude. Again, more men.
Ethan Klein just called ABBA and Preach idiots. Did you guys, like, it's kind of crazy because now you're going to cause ABBA and Preach to team up with Fresh and Fit against you because you guys were on the same page when it came to not liking Fresh and Fit. Not that I have a problem with Fresh and Fit, I like them. But now you're throwing shots at them, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
Telling women. Now, did anyone actually watch this ABBA and Preach shit?
So you call us fucking idiots for a video you didn't even watch? And you didn't even... This is so on par for Ethan and his stupid ass friends.
ABBA and Preach, by the way, I've never really talked about them, but they made a video defending fucking Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, they have a lot of bad takes.
Sucks. I've watched a few of their videos like earlier this year, and I thought they were hilarious.
Me too.
But then, like,
yeah,
deeper dive, it's like shit.
I actually had the same opinion, and I was really surprised when they're like, "Yo, Fresh and Fit, there's no evidence to accuse them."
Picking coconuts in Barbados.
But it's just a woman's account, so like.
He's talking about.
This man gotta be one of the slimiest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. He's actually sitting there trying to make it sound like Fresh and Fit defenders. Bruh, not even their fan base would echo what the fuck you're saying right now. That's how goddamn brain. You think we are what?
You're stupid.
To who? When? How? This dumb motherfucker said what?
I just want to point out, Abba's trigger game is so good that he's triggering his own self. I didn't do shit. He's triggered right now.
How?
His game.
Have you not done a simple Google search, motherfucker?
And not one.
Listen, we've done enough videos clowning these dumb people, okay?
God, you're
them aside. We do one video in their favor. Not because all of a sudden we turned a leaf. You wanna know why we did it? Because Ethan, what you did was so goddamn fucking stupid. You brought on some young teenager to come tell salacious lies about another man just because you dislike them so much, you're willing to allow someone to come on and tell disparaging lies just to get back at them. You lack so much character that you bring on a fucking liar, try to encourage her to say that she was somehow like...
Bad. This is very bad. I think he may have assaulted you. I mean, at this point,
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that, but like, again, like...
That's crazy. You tried to get her to say that. Ethan, you tried to get the girl to say that she was assaulted by Myron and Fresh. Are you crazy? Like what? Like what's wrong with you, bro? Like, do you lack character that much that you will literally? This is goes to show you that we live in a believe all women society where you as a man, your word is going to be taken second to a woman, right? You're lucky that at least she had somewhat of character to say that she wouldn't say that. But it's like, imagine if she lacked all the character in the world and she were controlled by Satan and his demonic forces, where she could have screwed this man over based off of what you're trying to promote, bro. You're an instigator, G. Come on, man, stop the foolishness. And then you try to down other people, make it seem as if you're better than them. Who are you? Ethan, who are you?
I don't want to say that, but I'm going to let you make your assumption.
Right? Just because you hate somebody, that's how twisted you are in your head. And you got the audacity to call us defenders? No, it's not that we're defenders. You're just so fucking unethical that we saw that shit, we said, damn, we gotta defend these niggas?
And then I go to the bathroom, like in the kitchen, he's like, that's not where the mouthwash is. So I was like, oh, okay, where's the mouthwash?
You
Look, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. She went to ask Myron where the mouthwash is. Does that not show you or tell you that she more likely than not stayed the night at his house? But then this man wants to literally have her come on his podcast to make it seem as if he sexually assaulted her. Myron sexually assaulted her. That's sickening, bro. Real talk. If we're to really talk about it, like that's actually like real talk. That's actually sickening. Like real talk. That's sickening. I don't know how you can be so like demonic and think like, bro, I'm good, man. That's just crazy.
Oh my God! I'm not addressing this.
You
I'm not
defend
addressing this.
you. We didn't defend them. We defend the principle of it, which is you brought up somebody who came to tell on some lies about somebody to disparage their reputation. Okay, and Ethan, you might wish that somebody did the same for you, because I remember very recently you were in some kind of little scandal where people were claiming that you guys were mistreating your employees and left a bunch of reviews, and you said these are all false. These are all false. Well, guess what? Guess what? Why don't we believe the people who claim that you did something wrong? You want to know why? Because we require evidence, proof that people are telling the truth when they want to disparage somebody. You think I would decide to go and interview those people and try to have them send me stories so I could take you down because I just dislike you? Of course I wouldn't do that. Why? Because that's unethical. And I hope one day when you get caught in a much bigger scandal, because it will happen, all right? Somebody will make up something about you. Or maybe it's true. I don't know. I hope that people don't just jump on that bandwagon because they dislike you.
I hope someone actually takes the time to have the evidence.
There's one thing to dislike these guys, criticize them, do whatever you want.
And that's what we did.
You brought up somebody who came to tell a bunch of fucking lies with a
Real
nonsensical
talk.
story
Very
and then
very.
encouraged her to make the crime sound worse than what it actually was just because you hate them.
You don't
That's
like
you.
them. That's
Very
sick.
verifiable. Very verifiable.
Bruh, talk about I'm lost. Bitch is 5-minute walk away from her place. Fucking Google Map that shit. You in downtown, 5-minute walk from your place. Talk about I'm stranded. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Oh, you Googled.
Real talk.
Oh wow, you.
No, they Googled it.
No,
You saw the video.
you triggered your own self. But I
This
get. But
guy,
this
guy is
it's-
really a goober. He got so much to say. The motherfucker didn't watch the video.
He didn't even watch
Real
the video.
talk.
He didn't have. It made no research, no Google search, nothing.
And then he wants to call
And
you
you're gonna
idiots.
say you're gonna. That's really the audacity. Calling us. You're gonna tell me that we are fresh and fit defenders. Motherfucker, are you high or retarded?
You can't use that word anymore.
Are you high
You can use that word. Or retarded.
or late?
In French, I got that. You don't know. Whatever.
Matter, but here they're doing the brave act, the defiant act of defending Andrew Tate. Such bravery. What is the psychological thing going here? Because all these guys are like, I don't agree with him, but it's like they want to present themselves as like the enlightened free speech warrior.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, have strong opinions about free speech and discord and what discourse and what should be allowed.
But I don't think they care, Dan. I think they just care about their perception. Because if you cared about free speech, you would understand that it has nothing to do with YouTube in the first place.
Oh
What?
God.
Our video wasn't about free speech.
Oh my. Yeah, but when you don't watch it, you don't know that.
The video had nothing to do with free speech.
Jesus Christ, man.
Even if it had to do with free speech, this man literally just said that free speech has nothing to do with YouTube. Are you crazy? You're telling me that if you say certain things that are out of context, YouTube isn't gonna flag you? Come on, bro.
Free speech, I don't even think was mentioned a single time in the video.
The laziness.
The video was about addressing the issues that men deal with that are being unaddressed in society, leading to people like Andrew Tate. That's why we said it would backfire, because another guy like him will come along who's much bigger, much worse. Okay? That's why we said that.
My God.
But of course, when you come on these platforms and give dumb takes on videos you didn't even watch, you can afford to say stupid shit about free speech, free speech.
A lot of people asked me
I don't know about you, but they go to my DM and it's like, yo, what, or when I meet them, it's like, yo, I'm gonna start to do commentary. What are some of the keys and points that you could tell me in order to succeed and this and that? And I often tell them, yo, do your thing, and you did, and eventually you're gonna get better at it. Let me add this fucking shit. Don't be fucking lazy.
Don't be L3.
Watch.
Don't do it.
If you gotta comment on some shit, actually
Watch the video.
shit that you're gonna comment about.
And listen.
That's the first. Fuck listening. You gotta watch the bitch first.
But if you don't listen, then you don't watch it.
Watch the shit. At least if you didn't listen, but you watch, I'm like, he missed the point. But if you didn't even watch,
You out here pontificating about
you
that.
just talking a whole bunch of shit, my dude. You didn't even watch. How lazy do you got to be
To not watch a video.
to know that's what commentary is? It's
Real
not just
talk.
commenting on shit. You actually have to watch it. Like you're talking about shit that we not even mentioning in the fucking video, and
Real
you're
talk.
making a case out of it. I don't know how disingenuous you is, or if
He's
you're
very
doing that shit on
disingenuous.
purpose. You didn't even.
Preach, I'm gonna say this. You know Ethan is very disingenuous. If he went to the extent of trying to get Myron to be accused of SA, you know the dude is disingenuous, bro. That just goes to show you, like, we gotta understand when somebody shows you their true character, bro, believe them for who they are. Real talk.
You didn't even watch.
All right, let's see.
Wow.
These guys are trying to be enlightened. Motherfucker, you need to start by turning on the motherfucking lights on. Cause bitch, you in the dark and you shooting.
We trying to be
And you
enlightened.
miss
You
it.
don't even watch.
No, you shoot and you miss. You talking about, we're not even in the room. Who you shooting at?
This motherfucker's just shooting like this. They live right here. Gow, 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 gow. What are you doing, my guy? At least turn your head and watch where you're shooting.
Hey, listen, I think you've been hanging out with Hassan too much because you start sounding like his dumb ass talking about, I didn't even watch these guys. Were they talking about me? I think they're transphobic. You sound just like him.
Free speech is a more broad philosophical idea rather than the type of free speech that's actually enshrined by law.
Well, I'd like to know what Abba and Preach think if the KKK had a YouTube channel.
One of them was just
This guy really thinks it's a gotcha.
Ah,
Oh wait.
God,
These
you really-
guys are black. Let's rebut them. The Ku Klux Klan. You want to know the truth? And this is something that black people echo. You know what black people are really tired of? We're tired of innuendo when it comes to racism. We're tired of like the subversive stuff. You know, the stuff where people act condescending to you and act like you as a minority can't think for yourself. So
Facts.
let me, the enlightened liberal, tell you what you should think.
We're
tired of that.
In a
You know,
word,
because-
in a word that you're gonna understand.
Yeah.
Let me put the KKK because you don't understand the other stuff.
Yeah, you don't understand the concept. So let me use something that you, a black person, would be able to understand, right? You know, that's what we're tired of. We're tired of. Listen, I grew up in a different time where black folks and white folks used to fight each other all the time, and they used to just say what they thought. Okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I preferred that time. You wanna know why I preferred it?
Because it was straight up in your
Not
face.
because racism was worse than, because let me tell you, it wasn't. But you knew what the other person was thinking.
It was straight up.
Okay.
I don't like you. Okay.
I nowadays deal with a lot of this like patronizing, very just like subtle kind that I can't call out directly, right? Because there's no proof. And so if I say it, everybody gaslights me. They're like, no, it's not there, right? I told you that story, right? Where I did a comedy show and the woman kept heckling the show, but the way she was doing it, my spidey senses was tingling. I'm like, this girl's moving a little weird. And I think I know why, but I'm not gonna say nothing.
And at the end of
And
the
the
show,
comedians
what
were all watching the back end, right? Mind you, I have a good set. I leave, I'm back there, okay? She comes out, she starts dropping N-bombs in front of me and all the other comedians. I get excited. You wanna know why I get excited?
Yeah, because
Right.
That's you, bitch.
Yeah. That's you.
Thank you.
And everybody's
because I
like-
was thinking it was that. I got the evidence now. It's
If you a
bitch.
fucked up person, I want to be able to see it so I can call it out. So I could go, this is why I disagree. This is why you fucked up. It's much more difficult nowadays to do that because everyone's trying to toe the line, right? And the more
say-
you guys put up these barriers,
I'm gonna say this, Abba and Preach. If you know that you guys are truly understanding of dynamics between people, right? Like if you fully understand the dynamics between human beings, the minute you get that sense, which is basically spiritual intuition from the Most High God, the minute you get that sense of intuition, bro, you gotta go along with your intuition, because your intuition 9 times out of 10 is correct, if not 10 out of 10. There's a reason why you feel the way you feel. There's a reason why you think what you think. Now, I get, Abba, where you're coming from, because you needed that confirmation bias through her dropping the N-bombs, but it's like, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. You already knew what it was. You already knew what it was. You didn't need to hear her drop the N-bombs to already, like, you know what I'm saying? You had that spiritual intuition. You have to go along with it, bro. I'd rather have you call it out and you be wrong and stand on it than for you to not call it out and feel uncomfortable later on down the line. You know what I'm saying? Call that shit out, bro. Don't be scared. We as woke masculine men, bro, we as woke members of the Most High, bro, we're not going to be scared to call it out. Real talk. Real talk. Let's continue.
What ends up happening is not that you silence this kind of rhetoric. It's not like you guys are making things better. That's not what's happening. You know what's happening instead? People are becoming much more smarter with the way that they do it.
Yeah, finesse.
Right? They start to use coded language to describe
Facts.
people they dislike. All of a sudden, they're thugs, right? They're this, they're that. They'll find different words to make sure you know what we talking about, but I didn't say it explicitly, so I'm good. Me personally, I prefer it out in the open. Oh, that's how you move? Be good. Because guess what? There's some white supremacists on YouTube right now, and they get to float through this space without any issues. Want to know why? Because they just knew what words to navigate so they don't get any issues. Me personally, let it all out. Let's see everybody's dirty laundry. Let everybody say what the fuck they thinking so we know what it is and we know what to avoid.
Facts.
People like Andrew Tate a woman finds out, oh, this guy likes Andrew Tate, this guy I'm trying to date. I'm going to stay away from.
But unfortunately, Alba, the reality is that most people are not going to do that because they don't want to display all their cards. They've been taught in the society to just keep things to themselves.
Because I know what Andrew Tate says. Now you can avoid it. You can't avoid it anymore. Because guess what? Now the same guy who's watching Andrew Tate is going to watch somebody who's a little bit more coded with their shit, but holds the exact same fucking views. You didn't make the world a better place. You didn't think things safer for everybody. You just made it easier for problematic people to navigate this space. That's it. That's all you did.
You're giving out the codes. Basically, that's what you're doing.
That's it.
You're giving out you're
gave the game
fucking
away.
Waze. You're the Waze application for them.
Yep.
Okay, we can't do that. We're gonna do that instead.
CoffeeZilla, who
Oh, look, CoffeeZilla had the pretty much exact same take as us. Let's see.
CoffeeZilla said, I dislike Tate, but kids are going to grow up thinking their only weapon against stupid ideas is deplatforming.
Bro, my dude heard the exact same take as us, or what he thinks is the exact same take. He went, well, this one doesn't sound so bad. Well, this one doesn't sound so bad. It's coming from CoffeeZilla, not these fucking idiots. No, let me be nuanced. Let me think about this thing. Bro, it's the same fucking thing you thought that we said in the person behind us.
Real talk.
Why are you pondering all of a sudden?
And nobody's saying shit.
Oh, all of a sudden.
And nobody and fucking crickets.
Okay.
Fucking crickets on the team.
Okay.
What happened to the rest of y'all?
All right.
Y'all, what? Taba, knock, man.
Hey, you know what? I'm starting to see what Jadeon was saying about this liberal racist. I'm starting to see it.
Play this shit.
It just doesn't happen that often, the deplatforming.
Huh? What the fuck are you talking about? Deplatforming happens all the time.
All the time.
Cancel culture is not this fake thing. There's people with menial jobs who lose it because they said something on Twitter or on Instagram.
It's about their life, fool, man.
Oh, gee.
It's about their life. That's not even famous people.
No.
That's everybody.
Tell them.
Like everybody I know is on their second account, third account. A lot of people I know. It's not because of their take. Sometimes it's meme. Sometimes it's risky shit. Sometimes it's just showing breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just showing art. Sometimes it's this. What? Are you high? Or are you late? C'est de retard.
You know what I think it is, Preach? I don't think it's because Ethan's high or late. I just think he's ignorant. You have to understand, ignorant is bliss, bro. Ignorance is bliss. You have a lot of ignorant people in this world. That would choose to live in ignorance and educate themselves on what it's going to take for them to become a wiser person. not be judgmental. And another thing we have to understand is that once somebody is set in their ways, they're set in their ways. You cannot change that. It is what it is. So let's not give them any more wind. You know. Let's continue.
Oh, I'll say it in Quebec or so.
And
They
again,
speak in French.
this isn't misinfo. This is a violent hate group. Are kids gonna think that? Are kids gonna think that about when ISIS's YouTube channel got banned?
What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about,
One
bro?
can say Andrew Tate is bad, his ideas are terrible, and not compare him to fucking ISIS. Or the Ku Klux. Like
what are you talking
honestly,
about, bro?
it's almost insulting.
It's
It's
disrespectful.
almost insulting to black folks to compare Andrew Tate to the Ku Klux. What are you smoking? ISIS? What are these comparisons? Jesus. These people are making the most wild analogies to make someone out to be bad. And that's what they always do, right? Anytime someone's bad, who are they, right? They're the mustache man, right? They're the triple Ks.
Ball mustache.
Yeah. I'm just like, damn, can you guys not make an argument against these ideas without comparing them to the worst fucking humans that have ever existed? Is that not possible?
Whittian, that's no surprise. I mean, censorship in 4K. Andrew Tate has been banned, yada, yada, yada. I don't agree with him, but banning people because they say stuff you don't like is just straight soft. You mean like the KKK?
Stop!
Do you notice it? You see it now.
He keeps
you
bringing.
see it.
No.
Whenever it's a black person, whenever it's a black person,
It's the KKK.
Whenever it's a
You're too stupid to
Hey,
understand
hey,
unless
hey.
I talk about the KKK.
Oh my
Go
God.
fuck yourself, dude.
Oh my days.
Go fuck
Did you
yourself.
notice?
You bucket hat bullshit bitch. Yo.
Did you notice?
Yo.
Did you notice?
He has to
I
always
just
bring up the
want audience
KKK.
to know.
Bitch.
And this is why I would much rather that all these like white supreme people had their channels. You want to know why? Because instead I wouldn't have to deal with fucking losers like L3 doing this very like innuendo, subversive type of like belittling of black people, right? Because this shit is way more infuriating than what like someone called me the N-word. I'll be honest with you. You want to know why? Because this is patronizing to a degree you cannot fucking understand.
Real talk.
In the art world, I've dealt with so many fucking losers like this guy who are like, I'm here to fight for women. I'm here to fight for fucking minorities. These people have the worst opinions in their heart of hearts about these people. They think you're too fucking dumb. They just don't outwardly say it. They don't outwardly say it. Look how every time it's a black person, well, what if this was the Ku Klux? Like, we're too stupid to take ourselves out of our own experiences and try to
And be able to
understand
put it in other people's situation.
Back
Real
in the day,
talk.
these motherfuckers would just say what they thinking. Like, listen, yeah, I love black people and I want you guys to do well, but I don't think you guys can take care of yourselves. So let me
Real
just do it
talk.
for you. I wish they just come out and say that shit. You know what I mean?
You know what it is?
Piker, what his name is?
It's a superiority complex, bro. All it is a superiority complex, bro. People like that, you don't take them seriously. Real talk.
Hassan?
Stupid ass.
I didn't watch that
You're
video.
only trans.
Hassan's relationship with the trans community is interesting. He once lost a trans-related debate, and people in his community were rightfully upset with him because they felt like he made them look bad.
My issue as a trans person is the fact that you, a guy that isn't super well versed on trans shit, brought on a known transphobe knowing he might bring up transphobic shit. You aren't exactly a Vosh at trans debates.
Fair point. Let's see how humble his response is.
I hope that the rest of your life is as horrible as it is every single day, okay? There you go. Suck my dick.
And I want people to have a better, more positive approach to dealing with issues.
I despise you. I despise you more than anything else on the planet. You are fucking cancer.
That's my ultimate goal, and I feel like I achieved that.
You are cancer in this community, and you're cancer in every community. Suck my dick. For the past 15 months, you've been able to fucking hide in these ranks. You catboy fuck. You are just a trans person. Sorry, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What the fuck is that?
You're just a trans person. That was a mask off moment.
That was wild.
And when the
That was fucking
when,
wild.
when the trans person came out and said, "Oh, this is what you think I think you're doing," you're just a when that's a moment.
That was a moment.
That's a moment.
That's a moment I went, oh!
That's when you realize what these people.
They don't want you to be able to be a free thinker. That's what it is. All right, guys, we're going to get to the next video. All right, hold on. let's get to it, guys.
Andrew Tate has.
Wow.
Oh, he's perished. Nature is healing.
That's right. You put in a call to Susan.
Nature is healing.
Finally. You finally did it.
Wait, was he banned on YouTube?
No, but that would be too obvious. You called Susan.
Yeah, what's
She
Susan?
called Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg called the Twitter guy.
I'm sure Keemstar is trying to figure out how he can pin this on me.
Right.
Yeah, so he hasn't been banned on YouTube, unfortunately. But he was banned on Facebook and Instagram.
Girl.
And where else was he? Is it Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Wow,
pretty
that's a
huge.
big one. That's like Alex Jones level.
That's
banishment.
like you're off the planet. Bye.
His YouTube
GG.
channel. Yeah. He's on Twitch a lot. That's the kind of the other thing. Like he's on live now with Aiden Ross right now, being like talking all kinds of bullshit, and Aiden Ross is just being like a pathetic simp for him. What a loser. Okay.
So you shame everybody, basically. That's all. Like that's your method, is just to shame people without. Yeah, you can just tell people like yourself, bro. You're an unhappy person. You're unhappy, and I pray that God will touch your heart and you really start to be a man of peace. You seem like you just have problems with everybody, and I wouldn't want to be around somebody like yourself as well. You know.
Okay, wait. This is a new Ethan. We're not starting
I
beef.
need the bye dog like as a sign so I can hold it like that. You know, the bye dog.
Yeah.
Oh, bye. Yeah, so I've got details on that. It's going to be fun to talk about and tap dance on his grave.
There.
He's a giant piece of shit. Though people being like, are you really in favor of deplatforming? Bitch, he should be in jail.
Yes.
Deplatforming. I want to deplatform his life. He needs to forfeit his freedom and be in jail.
Deplatform him the way.
Why does Andrew Tate need to be in jail? What did Andrew Tate do to you to be able to like cause you to make you to want him to be in jail? Like, that's what you have to ask yourself.
Bill Cosby was deplatformed.
Yeah, exactly. Meta, aka Facebook, confirmed that Tate was removed from Facebook and Instagram for violating its policies and cited Meta's guidelines on dangerous individuals and organizations. Straight up mobster, human trafficker. A specific reason was not given. I find it interesting that like Facebook, Instagram were like, oh, this guy's a human trafficker. Let's get him off our platform. But YouTube's like, cool.
I'm the meat chef.
They said that he was a trafficker. When did he traffic somebody? If it's not for the accusation, you guys have nothing on him. Real talk.
Yeah, and I mean, they're at the cutting edge of a lot of things. Technology is one of them, as Dan correctly points out. Yeah, so do you find it interesting that Facebook was the one?
Yeah, to bring justice for once.
Because it seems like YouTube is usually faster to act on these issues.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Or I guess...
Who did it first? Was it... Because it's also Twitter, right?
So he has technically been banned on Twitter for...
He's been banned on everything, basically. And it's very, very unfortunate that when we live in a society that when you're a masculine man and you come to prominence, they want to try to shut you down because they don't want you to spread that masculine message. That just goes to show you we live in an evil society that is promoting demonic activities. You feel what I'm saying? When you're a masculine man, they should be trying to promote you to be able to show people this is the traditional way of living and this is how you should stick to it. But in this modern demonic world, they're promoting a lot of evil agendas, bro. Like, it is what it is. Like, you have to learn how to become woke in certain situations and be able to see reality for the way it is. And I'm not talking about woke liberal at all. Like the Ethans of the world and the Hassan. No. See the reality, put two and two together, think, and become the person you know you're meant to become. Real talk, because a lot of people unfortunately, are not smart if we're to really talk about it. They're not able to like put the pieces together and see reality for the way it is.
For years.
Oh.
But he had secret alts.
Okay.
That was it was open secret. Like
Yeah.
people obviously knew it was him, but they're constantly stamping out those alts, and so that's actually the Instagram and Facebook thing is the bigger news because
that's the big
new.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so there you go. I mean, round of applause. I mean, and a happy fuck you to Andrew
Yeah.
Tate and his dumbass brother.
Please clap.
Suck my dick, bitch.
You can even see in the conversations that they're having that everybody else isn't comfortable enough to be able to have the conversations. Like they're not even comfortable enough to be able to even clap. That just goes to show you. That just goes to show you that they're not even comfortable. How are these people in your own thing and they're not even comfortable enough to clap?
We need a Jordan Peterson. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Here's a screenshot of his Instagram. What, did he have a really big Instagram page?
4.7 million followers.
Oh, see you later, fuck boy.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
It's just empty.
Yeah.
Like this. See how he's sitting alone by himself?
Right.
That's you now. 4-time kickboxing world champ. Come on. Of what classes? The fucking Karate Kid shit? A bunch of against
the All Valley tournament.
Yeah.
Under
A bunch
18.
of 15-year-olds.
Cobra Tate never dies. Cobra Kai never dies.
Mm-hmm. Love that. Love to see it. Love to tap dance on your grave, my friend. Yeah, 4.7 million.
Love to tap dance on somebody. Okay, Ethan, you're sick. You're actually sick. Like what's wrong with you, bro? Why are you talking about another man's grave like as if they're dead? That's actually sickening. That's actually sickening.
Million, and then is Hassan having a meltdown about this?
Yeah, he's upset.
Oh shit, Hassan is pissed. My co-host says if they can ban Andrew Tate, they can ban all of us. Rise up, tater tots.
First and foremost, let me make one point very, very clear. If he's saying Hassan is saying if they can ban Andrew Tate, they can ban all of us. Hassan, you're not at Andrew Tate's level, bro. There's a reason you're hating on him. You're not at his level. Because I promise you, if you were at his level, bro, you would keep quiet. Same thing with you, Ethan. That's why y'all hate. Y'all hate because you see a person doing better than you. And it's sad, you know?
You know, that's true.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what they're saying about
Not
Trump.
true.
I mean, if they can go for Trump having nuclear secrets, then they can come for any of us.
Yep.
I love the tater tots.
Mm-hmm.
Come for my nuclear secrets.
You can come for your nuclear secrets. You can come for your sex dungeon. You know.
God damn.
Oh, he's trending. This is
Do
a,
anything
this is a
these
big
days.
story. Andrew Tate banned from Facebook and Instagram. We love that.
Lovely.
I don't know what this is, but they're coming for his YouTube channel now. We discovered YouTube is making millions of dollars in ads
There
placed
we
on
go.
videos promoting violence against women by notorious TikTok influencer Andrew Tate.
I guess I did something to piss off the Instagram gods.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again,
TikTok that's the real one.
Right.
Like-
Because he's big on TikTok.
Exactly.
dude.
Him getting banned on TikTok would actually be.
But maybe this is the
significant.
beginning, you know? Sometimes they all kind of like
That's what happens, right?
fall in
Yeah.
line when
Yo,
one of them does it.
So I tagged Andrew Tate, #Andrew Tate on a TikTok I made recently when he was explaining the importance of drinking water. Did we show that on the show?
No, we didn't.
Oh, can you pull up my TikTok? But I did Andrew Tate. Look how many, it had like 15 billion videos or 15 billion
on
views.
the hashtag, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's a fountain of knowledge. I posted this on TikTok.
Thirsty or dehydrated. I have this thing where if I ever find myself thirsty and dehydrated, what I do is I drink the whole bottle at once. And the reason I do this is to rehydrate myself. Because the reason I'm thirsty is because I'm dehydrated.
Yeah.
You're thirsty, you're
Yeah, I mean, this is hard hitting stuff.
Yeah.
Is this a part of a course in Hustler University?
Maybe.
It's crazy because that Your TikTok has 1.4 million views.
Mm-hmm. What's crazy about that?
Dehydrated. I have this thing where if I ever find
That's a
myself
lot.
thirsty and dehydrated.
It's like normal.
Knowledge.
There's one on the H2 podcast account with like 9 million views about Andrew Tate. It's insane.
Dude, yeah, it's kind of crazy how he does draw on the views. I can't lie for everybody.
He's live right now with Aiden Ross, and he has 120K viewers.
That's a lot less though than the first time he was on his show.
That's true.
The first time he had like 320,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's weird. It just like instantly dropped from 110. Okay. It's weird.
You want to call in?
I'll be honest. I think I'm done watching this Ethan stuff, bro. It's not really entertaining, and on top of it not being entertaining, bro, they're not even speaking any truth in regards to the Andrew Tate situation. You know, we're gonna watch a couple of more videos, guys. We're gonna probably keep the live stream short tonight. Let's watch another video. 1 second. Yeah, Actually, no, hold on. Before even we watch this, actually, no, I have another video I want to actually watch. Very, way much more informative. 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right, guys. So we're basically gonna watch a guy who was confronted at Portland State University, and then from there we're gonna get into it. All right, I'm gonna give you all my
What would it
thoughts.
take for you to move? Not all the way over there. Just what would it take for you to move? Not all the way over there. Just one line. Just one line.
I guess if they told me how many genders specifically there were, I can't think of anything that would change my opinion, I guess. But you got some friends.
Oh, you're giving me the finger? Hi. I'm standing in front of the social work building. I'm harming individuals by asking that question.
Bro, you cannot make this up. How is he harming individuals by asking that question? And it's probably a woman that's saying that dumb stuff, bro. It's probably a woman saying that dumbass shit. Like, let's be real. It just goes to show you that a lot of people that are on the left, they're not capable of answering questions, or they're not capable of taking a little bit of pressure when it comes to having it is what it is, bro. How are you gonna say that question is harming somebody, bro? Like, it literally does not make any sense whatsoever. They don't know how to get into debates. They don't know how to answer questions without getting their emotions attached. It's crazy. Like, it's literally sickening, bro. And I'm gonna just put y'all on right now, bro. If she were to go complain to the security and say that, let's just say, for example, he put his hands on her, they would take her word because she's a woman. We live in a believe all women society where people aren't able to stand on principle, bro. Real talk, you know. And it's really sickening. But let's continue.
Well, you want to come down and have a conversation about it? Why do you want to come down and have a conversation? Oh.
You have to go to your class.
Okay, so what would it take for you to move to the strongly agree?
In this man's class, after a long, controversial 10 weeks of lectures, in this giant auditorium on the final day, he posed a question to the students. He says, if anybody has disagreed with anything I've said over the last 10 weeks, come down and sit in this chair in a spotlight in the middle of the auditorium. Here's a platform. Tell me to my face. Which I'm glad. I was the only one who walked down and you gave me an A.
Excuse me. Hi, I'm so curious about what's happening out here.
Oh, it's a critical thinking game where we take a look at claims and you step on a line you want to play.
Well,
You want to watch the game played?
well, we were watching from up there actually because we happened to see the sign from up in the School of Social Work, which is on the 6th floor. And some of our trans students saw the statement, there are only 2 genders.
Well, thanks for coming.
You said some of your trans students saw the sign where it said that there are only 2 genders, right? Biologically, there are only 2 genders. The reality is that there are only 2 genders. Now, unfortunately, if they feel offended, it is what it is. They were biologically born one or the other. So now, unfortunately, we live in a sick world where they'll try to come and tell you that you can identify as whatever you want to. So what you're trying to tell me is that if I want to today, I can identify as a butterfly, and tomorrow I can identify as a shark. The next day I can identify as a zebra. You can literally pick what you want to believe or what you want to identify in as in this sick demonic clown world. Literally. You know what I'm saying? We gotta pick up on the stuff, bro. Like, this is all demonic. You could tell she's a part of the left with her mentality, bro, believing everything in which you were indoctrinated to believe, bro. You don't want to be a free thinker. You don't have a mind of your own. Stop the BS, bro. Let's get into it, man.
Coming down to talk.
It was pretty activating and upsetting not knowing the context. We thought it was sort of a statement that was being made, but not a thought exercise necessarily.
Would you like to see how the game is played?
No.
No. I think we
Is it
understand
something that
Yeah.
should be a game, though?
An exercise? You want to use defund the police as one?
Well, just thinking about what it looks like.
Yeah.
What does it look like
To the
see
whole
like
community.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white men with a sign?
You said 5 white men. Are you not a white man, bro? Why are you bringing the race aspect into it? Are you not a white man? Are you not a white man? It's uncomfortable to see 5 white men doing. Are you not white, bro? Are you not a white man? Why are you bringing race into it? Come on now.
That says there's only 2 genders. You could have been like the Westboro Baptist Church for all.
What is white? Why did you identify us on the basis of our race?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Where is that coming from?
Well, are you the best people to be hosting that dialogue about?
No, but you.
Be representative of that community.
Okay, but I asked you a question. Why did you identify me and these people on the basis of their race?
Real talk.
Looks like, right? Kind of like the activating, triggering aspect of it all.
So you think that it's morally acceptable to identify people on the basis of their race?
It's not.
Yeah, he does.
A moral question. It's a matter of like the fact
It's
that
just
those
about power and
identities
privilege.
exist.
Don't let him listen, Karen. Don't talk for him. Let him talk for himself. Got that coffee mug over there looking goofy. Stop it.
Yeah, and identity and representation, right? So if you had a bunch of queer folks out here asking those kinds of questions, and there was
Well, how do you know we're not queer?
that's true. I don't know, but there's not sort of a representative, holistic, inclusive feeling, especially from up on high. We're looking down and we see this statement being made. We're curious about it. We're also just worried about the harm being done to pastors.
What harm? What harm? Based off of an exercise? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you stupid or are you stupid? What harm are you talking about? Because it hurts my feelings. That's why. Grow up, man. Damn.
What is the harm?
So there's people who went home because it was so triggering and
We had
activating.
some students.
So I think the end result is
They get triggered because of the truth that there are only 2 genders. Oh man, that's how I know a lot of people are weak-minded, bro.
You know you're on film, right?
that is totally fine.
Okay.
There are real people who are really hurt by the statement. So I think
What were they hurt about?
because that's not how they identify, and so it seems like a really triggering statement to just say there are 2 genders.
It's not about triggering. It's reality, bro.
If that's not been your experience. So it's very harmful and very hurtful, and there's human lives that were affected, so I think that's the message we're trying to send is to maybe consider the questions that you're asking or posing before you begin your thought experiment.
Are you curious about like what we're bringing to you at all, or do you have?
I'm thinking about, I'm extremely curious and I'm extremely respectful. I genuinely respect the fact that you came as opposed to 7 or 8 of you giving me the middle finger and saying, fuck you to me. So yeah, so So if
What do you gain from this? Like, what is your reason that you just want to cause trouble, or like why are you?
How is he causing trouble? Look at the way that the left responds, bro, to situations involving controversial topics, bro. They get so triggered, so pissed off, talking about it's gonna harm people in which way? Literally, in which way?
So I'm fascinated. I do street epistemology, and I'm fascinated if the people. Epistemology is from the Greek, basically how you know what you think. Okay, so street epistemology is taking it out of the university and bringing it into the street. So I'm very okay. Aside,
It's the same thing. It's technically the street in the sense that it's in public. Look at her getting triggered over some BS.
walk or a.
This is like 20-year-old.
This isn't street epistemology. You're doing this on the
Okay, if you don't like the word street, you can call it plaza epistemology, whatever. But the idea is you take it out of the university and you see if the reasons that people have for things justify their confidence in it. So this is a confidence scale. We can do this with any claim you want. We can do this with a mayor of the city. We can do this with should the United States be funding Ukraine? I think it's $800 billion. Should the United States, is it more important to control inflation or employment? And we put people on a spectrum. They start on, let me just explain again. So you asked, so I'll tell you. So what am I going to do?
See, she asked a question and she can't even let the man explain because she's already triggered. That's unfortunate, bro. You cannot make this up.
I think what we're just saying is and I think those questions are thought-provoking and important questions to ask folks in our community. I think what we were struck by was the statement on the board that it wasn't a question and that there was no context clues for folks, especially trans folks, to know that this was not your belief, but this is more of a thought experiment.
Okay, would you be more comfortable if it was a question? Like if I put a question mark?
Sure.
Okay, I'm more than happy to put a question at the end.
It's a question and not a statement.
More than happy to.
Some type of warning or a statement of like what you're doing on another board so people can walk by and like try and understand that because from afar it looks
This is a thought experiment.
Yeah.
This is
what we're asking people.
I'm more than happy to do that.
He doesn't even have to do all of those things. The fact that you guys are getting so triggered, this goes to show that you guys are mentally weak, unfortunately. At least in this situation, you know? Real talk.
And then that way it can kind of
I'm more than happy to do that. I only have one board, but I'm more than happy to put on this is a thought experiment and put a question mark. If I put a question mark, I could. I don't know. I'm worried that people wouldn't be able to see it, but I'm more than happy to. If I put a question mark at the end and then I put another one, it's not really. It is a thought experiment, but it's more of an exercise / game starts thought experiment. If I put that on the end, would all of the concern vaporize?
No, probably not, because we're talking about real humans with their lived experience and their positionality, their identities, and sort of I might have a very different personal feeling walking by because it doesn't target my identity specifically. So we're just sort of
But you identify as a woman, I'm assuming, right?
here to sort of advocate and elevate who might be harmed by a statement like
What do you mean by harmed?
harmed.
Yeah.
Well, people who have been historically and currently oppressed, right, by dominant systems, patriarchy, whiteness, masculinity, all of the systems that harm people who don't fit within those sort of more rigid.
That's why you want a question and not a statement.
Can I also ask
Now, I just want an answer. That's why you want a question, not a statement?
I think a question is an invitation, right?
More than happy to make it a question.
Participate in this conversation.
More than happy to do that.
You're representing, with your identity, a belief, perhaps especially when it's a statement. And so what it looks like is you're out here saying there are two genders, and then anyone who doesn't fall within those.
Everybody falls within that, bro. I'm sorry, it literally doesn't make any sense for you to claim that you're a part of it. That means that anybody can identify as what you want to. Somebody can identify as a Beatle, another person can identify as a fan, somebody else could identify as a what? Like, what are you talking about? You sound so foolish. You sound like a drone. Some people will call you a bot, an NPC. Come on, man, be a free thinker.
Those two sort of binary boxes.
I'm more than happy to do that.
That's where the harm comes from.
More than happy to say this is a thought experiment. No, let me just finish. More than happy to do that. But it seems that if I did that, that would not be enough.
You might have.
But then I just
I might not be the person to, again, I think asking folks who hold those identities, sort of if that is enough. So asking queer students, asking trans students, asking gay students, if you're asking about race or poverty or religion or people.
So if they're not feeling comfortable enough to come and talk to them about it, why do you feel the need to speak up for them? Because you feel uncomfortable. If we're to really talk about it, you know what I'm saying?
People who are part of those groups can really inform you better than I can.
You wanted to say, I wanted to hear her through.
No, I get it. And I'm just wondering, like, are any of you all, like, trained professionals in trauma-informed care? Like, if a transgender individual were to come to the space and participate, and then there was a triggering response where they needed emotional support, like, are you ready to
They don't need any emotional support. Stop it.
support that? Because this conversation can bring up a lot of emotions, and the people that are kind of working within it could be really triggered. But if no one's there as like an advocate or support, it could be pretty detrimental to the community you're asking.
It could be pretty detrimental to the community you're asking. Shut up. They want you to be weak in this world. They don't want you to have a backbone. They don't want you to be able to go through some sort of adversity. They don't want you to be able to rise up in the moments that you're being tested. Stop being weak. Stop being weak. If it hurts your feelings, so what? Man the fuck up. Woman the fuck up. Excuse my language. I'm not even trying to cuss right now. I'm sorry, woke family. But man up. Woman up, man. Oh, it's supposed to be a safe space for my feelings. Oh my God. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, real talk.
So I just want to like frame that. If you're not having like an advocate there as someone that can like be an emotional support or regulation for the people that are potentially harmed or triggered in this conversation, whether they're participating or not.
If they're harmed or triggered, they can leave. If you're that pissed off, you can leave.
Not like that's a potential thing to think about and could be a flaw in the system, because you need to have someone to be able to support that emotionally, mentally, and for people's trauma. So if you're not, it's kind of like these people might leave and feel like without any support or any understanding of what they just went through. So
yeah,
just to think that.
And we know people who are in the gender minority experience higher rates of suicidal ideation, higher rates of anxiety and depression, and like they're seeing messages like this all throughout their lives. And so campus is supposed to be a safe space where everyone can exist freely in their own identities and who they are, and be learning and be talking about these really, really important things within our culture and society. And by
You sound like a drone. Like, can you be different, Jennifer? Jennifer, could you just be different, please? Be different, Jennifer.
walking through this community member that we care about that should be in class today, learning about how to take care of their community and how to support marginalized individuals like themselves and others, can't participate today because they saw that message. And that's what we mean by harm. And honestly, I don't even think adding a question mark is enough. I think it should be more of what is your perspective on gender identity? Because then you're opening up the question, or gender in general, right? Because we know that it's not just about identity, it's about who that person is. And by really framing it in the binary, that's where there's harm.
Can I put in like my 2 cents as a non-binary person?
Please, yes.
Cool. I am gender non-conforming. I use they, them pronouns. Do you know what that means?
I believe so, yes.
Are you aware?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. You can say whatever you want to say. You're entitled to your own opinion, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I just think you're confused. If you identify with what you just said you identify with, I believe you're confused. Okay.
Like the theory of social constructionism.
Yes.
So
I'm a gender studies scholar.
Yeah. So I'm much younger than you. These are all, this is all very new. I understand. Like my parents are boomers. They're in their 60s. They've had a really hard time understanding. So I've had to explain this to a lot of people in your generation. So you're aware of social constructionism. You're aware of gender as a social construct. When you say there are only two genders, those two genders are just social constructs that we made up. From birth, you are assigned a male at birth because you have a penis, I'm assuming. You present as male. Do you identify as male?
Are you asking if I identify as male?
Gender.
I identify as male.
Because you were assigned a male at birth. Are you cis?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure where you're going with this. I'm trying to understand where you're going.
The idea of there being only two genders is a social construct because we have this idea of being assigned female at birth, assigned male at birth. Now, I'm non-binary. That's something that I have learned about myself over the last 6-7 years. After I was a teenager, I learned about sociology. I learned about gender as a social construct. And I realized that I don't fit into the box of just a cis woman. Okay, my gender is completely whatever I feel like in the moment.
My gender's like what I feel like in the moment. So if I feel like I'm gonna be a water bottle, I'm a water bottle. If I feel like I wanna be a fan, I'm a fan. Like you sound delusional. Stop. Like, what are you saying? Like, what are you talking about? That's the problem with modern day women, bro. It's always, I feel like.
I'm not just one solid thing. Sexuality, gender, these are all social constructs that we've created within our society, our binary society, where we've decided there's only male or female. So many people don't fit into that. And like, why do you feel like you're a man? Because you've been socialized to believe these things are associated with being a man. These things are associated with being a woman. There's only two boxes, but you don't have.
The crazy part is that it's only a woman that would literally say this in society who accept it, bro. If you were to come across as a man and say some dumb stuff like that, bro, you would get clowned. People would literally flame you, bro, for saying some dumb stuff like she's saying, bro. So when you hear women like her say those things, bro, you gotta check her. Real talk.
Have to conform to that. That's just what society has told you from birth. Someone said, a doctor said, this person has a penis. I'm going to assume that they have to be a man and fit into this box their whole life. But why? That's just.
I would love to hear other voices if you wanted to say something.
Engaging in this debate feels useful.
Do you feel that this is a debate?
That's your response? When you say, I want to hear from everyone else.
No, I do want to.
I didn't actually care.
No, I listened and I'm processing. Would you like me to engage her?
I want to hear.
You want to hear from him?
No, I want to hear from her.
Okay. Do you have anything to say?
No,
I just want to make sure. So this is what I want. I don't want the reason that I'm more than happy to engage you. The reason that I said that is you have how many people here? 15, I'm guessing. No, but let me finish. The reason I said that is because I don't want you to walk away and someone to say, you didn't give me a chance to talk. So I didn't give her a chance to talk before, but that's only because I was listening to what you were going to say. And I realized that the classes here aren't a lot of time. And the reason that I switched from what she had, and I'm more than happy to listen to her, is because I don't want people.
They just told you their pronouns and their lived experience.
Okay, then okay, so instead of getting.
Experience of someone that doesn't conform to what I.
Okay, so this individual just told me that, and I'm trying to be reasonable, and I think it's better to have a conversation than for you guys to give me the finger and yell "fuck you." So you wanted to say something? Go ahead.
It's already been you.
Aren't you
so
the
I
guy
think
that made up a bunch of
maybe
academic data and
important
submitted it to her?
to address that
Pretty
she
sure that's
did, like just address you just called this person a
Okay.
and they just told you their gender was
Okay, well, I apologize, and I say they.
that's the harm being done that we were talking about.
Do you accept my apology? Okay.
It's the generation. It's a generational, education. If you
Okay, so.
and want
Go
to
ahead.
change and learn, that's great. I love that, and I accept your apology.
So isn't it better to have a conversation about this than to scream at someone from the rooftop?
Oh, I don't know who. I certainly
Exactly.
did scream at you from the rooftop. Did any of you guys scream?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So you guys were screaming and yelling "fuck you" to me and giving me the finger.
We were just saying, please go away. You're not welcome.
No, I said fuck
I think
you.
I said.
Okay. Okay. So
Can I just?
The conversation.
My goal is to disrupt this.
no.
I don't want any more harm to
So
Yeah.
okay. So I understand that you believe on. I can't remember where that.
I'm not gonna lie, he's a better man than me in this situation. He apologized, and that just goes to show you that unfortunately, when it comes to social justice issues or social topics like this, the most oppressed person is a white man, bro. And that's why I can say to an extent, I'm kind of happy that I'm a minority. But it's like, you gotta be able to speak on certain things and not have to care about what other people have to say, because this is, to me, very, very ridiculous, bro. I'm not saying that you're not entitled to your own opinions, but it's like, to get shamed is like crazy, bro. Like what's going on? Like type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just unfortunate, bro. You know? Let's continue though.
Over there, she moved, but I understand that you believe this stuff, and we live in a democracy, and other people don't have those beliefs, and I want to ask people if the reasons they have for their beliefs are justified, and this is that experiment.
Your thought experiment, we actually have to go. We're not part of the thought experiment. We're all social workers, and we saw this harm being done, and we just wanted to come.
Harm in which sense? Who did it harm? Bot? Drone? Be different.
Here with curiosity and also some information.
And do you feel that you've spoken? Do you feel that if anybody else has something to say that you haven't had an opportunity to speak?
Do you feel like you've learned anything or taken?
But that doesn't answer my question. I just asked if anybody else would like to speak. If you'd like to speak, I'm standing here. Okay.
But I think to Joel's point, we hope that this was informative and helpful, and sorry if saying fuck you hurt your feelings. And
no, it didn't hurt my feelings.
but I'm glad, because our student who was hurt, we're worried about them, and potentially many, many others. And so that's why we came down to talk to you, just because we have a personal connection.
Well, I'm glad. Isn't it better to have a conversation with someone than to?
Yes.
I mean, isn't that what the whole enterprise should be about?
It's not safe for everybody to have that conversation.
Sometimes it's hard to just have a simple
not safe.
conversation.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing it like every fucking day of your life.
Yeah.
This is something we're fighting for and advocating for. This is our job and what we care about, what we're passionate about. So sometimes it's hard to keep all those emotions in when we see someone that we care about being harmed.
And do you think that the best way for people to understand, what is the best way for people to understand your point of view?
This right now, showing up.
Thank you. Yeah. Advocating.
Advocating for the people that may feel like they don't have a voice.
Okay, so the people who watch this, because this is being videoed, do you think that the people who watch this, who don't agree with you, as a result of having watched this, will then agree with you?
I'm not asking them to agree with me.
But don't you want to facilitate social change?
I'm asking you to have a different perspective to understand where we're coming from, because we came down here to try and.
I find it funny how you're asking him to have a different perspective when it comes to you, but you're not trying to change your perspective when it comes to what he told you. That's the gynocracy we live in. The believe all women bullshit. Real talk.
trying to understand where you're coming from.
Did you?
I don't think that anyone.
Did you really though?
No, you didn't.
Okay, but you have to please be honest with me. Is that really why you came down to understand?
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, we were very.
Okay, and what is your understanding of why I'm doing this?
Let's care about how you.
Look at how they said it.
I'm
They
sorry,
don't
I
care.
haven't heard from you. What is it?
It's not. I just want to tell you, we don't care about your thought experiment. We care.
Yeah, but you want him to care about what you have to say, right? Stop, man.
About the impact that it's having on.
Okay, so you didn't come down to understand why
No, they didn't. They came to antagonize you, bro.
I'm doing this then.
We came down here to tell you like what you're doing is harming others.
Right. So you didn't come down to understand. That's
How is it harming others? How is it harming others? Talk to me. How is it harming others?
why I asked you to please.
Bull.
Please be honest.
I really, truly do want to understand why this even
Just
exists.
because we didn't want to know how your game works doesn't mean we weren't coming down here.
So what is it that you understand for why I'm doing this? If you said you came down to understand why am I doing this? No.
Look how he asked them a question and they get upset. They get pissed. What are you getting pissed at instead of answering the question?
But this is, you've made a claim. You've made a claim. Right. This is what?
She got so triggered that she left. You're an L in that situation. I'm sorry.
Watch the video and have some.
What do you think the result of people watching this video will going to be?
What's your intent? What is the impact it's having?
That's all we're
What
asking.
harm is being done?
You cannot make this up. Like, real talk, you cannot make this up. All right, guys, listen, this is gonna be the end of this live stream, man. Very short live stream today, I know, but we're gonna pick it up today later on. All right. Subscribe to the channel at WokeEbucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification button to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link way down in the description below, and so social media links. And make sure you go give those a check. But without further ado, this is gonna be the end of